Today we are out here in Mose Valley, and with this being where I started climbing, I figured it'd be fun to make a list of problems that I did in the past, many of which were my first of the grade, and see how they're feeling these days. Everything in the garage is completely made up, and even the stuff I've tried outside recently, whether that be in Ogden or Ibex or wherever, has all been new. So I really don't have an idea of where I'm at with the grades right now. So I figured this would be a good way to sort of calibrate and see where I'm at. So we're gonna hike in. I'm going to take you to my favorite warm-up spot. Okay, so this was supposed to be one video with the warm-ups included, but it just got to be too long. So I separated the warm-ups and put them in their own video, which you can check out here somewhere at the top of the screen, or just check the link in the description. And then we're gonna start going down the list and see how the day goes. So just down from the warm-up we did earlier is my first V5 called Huntsman Graffiti. And it starts matched on the left of these two rails here. And then you move your right hand up to this one, and then your left hand over to this crimp, which is pretty good, but the feet aren't the best. And then right hand goes up to one of those two, and then you go to the lip. It's been a while since I've done this one, so it should be interesting, but I'm excited. And it's not as in the sun as I thought. The landing is in the sun, but most of the face is actually pretty shaded right now. So that's working out pretty good. Okay, there's a good foot rail down here to start on. Let's get you through the first move, but then after that they turn into smears, although this has maybe gotten a little bit better over the years. We'll find out. Let's see if I can remember how to do this thing. Okay, where is it? There? Split or like that? Like, think like that. Yeah, you gotta be tall to use that rail. Oh, not bad. Oh geez, is that the one? I don't know, but I'm going. There we go. Whew. Don't really remember the top out that well, but luckily it's not too bad. All right, first try. Sick, that wasn't too bad. Pretty chill, okay. There is a massive jug right there. I don't know, I can't see the other crimp, so I don't know how far away it would have been, but sure would have been nicer than what I did. Oh well, cool. All right, sweet. One and done, first try. Honestly, that's a little to be expected, but given how the past year's been with being out of the routine of things, I just didn't know. So now we do. Pretty pleased with that. It was fun to climb it again. That second hold was sharper than I remember. Same, all of them were, except the start. The start, I remember those being sharp, but those I thought were a little bit more rounded, but guess not. And then, yeah, that jug, totally missed it. Just didn't see it in the moment. But that would have made way more sense than doing whatever I did. So if you come climb this one, just remember there's a jug just a little out left. And it's a real jug. So go to that. Anyways, on to the next. So depending on how you grade Israel Direct, this is either my first or second V7 called the Swan. And it starts down here in this horseshoe. I'm a little unclear, I can't remember, it's been so long, if it starts matched on this side or one hand on each. But in general, when in doubt, just start as low as possible. And this has quite a bit of chalk on it, so I think we're just gonna start match there. In this case, I don't think it changes the grade or the difficulty all that much. But you climb out through this, and then you get into this sick compression feature, this slopey rail here. It's always just been so cool, sculpted. You get this left side pull under the roof to help you get through that. And then once you're out far enough, you dyno to the lip, cut feet, put them back on and top out. So this one's definitely a step up from the Huntsman Graffiti, so it should be interesting. Plus, I think this is the one I've maybe thought the least about since I've done it. So there's gonna be some refreshing going on, I think. Luckily, we've got beta videos out there. I am not expecting this one to be easy. I'm expecting to do it, but I'm not expecting it to go down first try. Maybe 3 tries, maybe 5, I don't know. But definitely I think it's gonna take some effort. And now that I'm looking at it, I think when I did it a long time ago, I think I started here, because I remember I don't remember the feet at the bottom being weird, but I don't know. I'll start down here. I don't think it's gonna change it that much. It's not gonna make or break it is what I mean by that. Oh, that is slippery. Maybe we just use this one that's not as slippery. Oh, okay. Whoa. Oh man, okay. See, I want the thin pad here because when your feet cut, I want to remove the dab factor. But that fall made me want the thicker one. And also, I think no, you're not going to here. You're going to this. We might hit a small tick mark because I looked back and I didn't know. There, that should work. And then this. I mean, ideally you want to get up there. Yeah. Because I don't think my right hand was this high on it. I think I was down here. Okay, that tick mark helps so much. Okay. Yeah, that's how it goes. Whoa. Man, I missed the pocket here. There's a little dimple right there. I missed. I gotta go left. It's the wrong way. Whew, that's physical. Man. I don't know where it is. This is not good. No, I wanted to come into here first. Dang it, I'm getting confused. So throw the foot on, heel hook, bop into here, and then try to see if you can get there. I just know you don't want to end up out this way, because everything just goes away. Maybe you do that and then, oh. That seems to work. Okay, yeah, let's go with that. Oh, this pocket's cool. I don't remember that. Cool little undercling pocket right there. Nice easy down climb too. Love that about Mo's. Most things are easy to get off of. Okay, now I'll rest for a few minutes and see if we can do that from the bottom. Okay, so on that first go, I think my right hand was low. I don't think I got it as high as I wanted, and it honestly felt like getting up to here would be hard. So I was watching some beta videos while I was resting, and it seems like some people are heel hooking down here in the start hold to do that, and I think that makes a lot of sense. So I'm gonna try that and see if it feels any better. Heel hook for that, why not? Oh, that works pretty well. Oh man, dang it. I toe hooked in here. I flagged too stiff and my toe just hooked in there, left me short. Oh man, if you were tall, that'd be a sick way to do it though. Taller. I'm 6 foot, but 6 foot ain't enough for that. All right, but the heel hook to get into that felt good instead of just having the toe out here. All right, let's try that again. Why am I moving my left hand? Oh, that's what's up. Use the pocket because it's there. It's cool. There we go. Whew. Sheesh. That's burly. It's a really burly one. I totally thought I was gonna dab on the jump. Like, I grabbed the lip and I don't know. It took me by surprise. I thought for sure I was gonna dab the floor, the ground. But I don't think I did. So, sick. Got it done. Man, that one's a good bit harder than I remember it. But let's see, when I first did it, man, it would have been somewhere in the 2012 to 2013 year, somewhere in there. So it's been over a decade. Like I said, I think about it like in terms of like, man, that's a good boulder. But I don't think about the beta and I don't see very many videos of it. So I had to do a little refresh and yeah, man, deal with the physicality of it. Well, sweet. Let's go find another one. Maybe there's not as many people at Israel. So it seems like there's still a good amount of people at Israel. And since this thing is on our way to anywhere else and only a couple hundred feet from where we just were, which is this boulder right here, figured might as well try it today. This is called Spectro and it's a V6. And it wasn't my first V6, but it was definitely in the first 10. And at the time, it was really hard for me. I have called this and the Finneret and Underwhelmed the top 3 hardest V6s in Mo's. I don't know if that still holds up, but that's how I felt back then. This one looks simple, and it is simple, but that doesn't mean it's easy. So you start down here on this jug, no problem. Do a simple move up to this pretty juggy hold, also no problem. And then you do a big old move back to the lip. You can go right hand or left hand. I've seen it both ways. I tend to go right hand. And then you match and top out. So it's a short, big move, powerful thing. And as you can see, quite steep. So I am excited to try it again today and see how it goes. All right, so I expect this one to go better than it did all that time ago, but still don't expect to do it right away. You never know. This is one that's a bit of a dice roll. It could either be like, oh, that really wasn't that bad, or it could be not that. It's funny because I think it really just comes down to the one move. So it's however hard that is. After you stick the lip, I don't remember that being too hard, but I do remember it being a little tricky. Man, this is one of those though that's just perfect. Obvious, perfect low start jug. Just an obvious line out of a really clean, steep roof. Super sick. Obviously reminiscent of Spectre in Bishop. That's why it's called Spectro. I think it's a bit of a parody. Much easier than that one though, by 7 grades. Yeah, let's see if I can remember how this thing works. Okay, I do remember the starting feet being better, but maybe I'm just being weird about it right now. Oh, heel hook right there, or a toe, either one. Yep, like that. Oh yeah, that's far. Sick. Ooh. Weirdness. But sometimes you just gotta get it done. Whoa. Okay. Yes. All right, first try. Only needed one. There we go. Man, it's been so long. That felt like I flashed it. That was sick. Oh man, I'll tell you though, the little bit of don't know what you call it, anxiety or alertness or something. When I got settled on this thing and I looked back, I was like, oh shoot, that thing is far away. But then I just went, whatever, and went for it, and it worked out. I think a lot of time back in the day when I was trying it a lot, it would be really cold because friction's better. You know, when you scrape off of a hold, like you can on this thing in the cold, it just hurts a lot. So I would just be apprehensive, like trying to like throw back, thinking I would hit the lip and like scrape off. And that was a time when I was, you know, getting a lot of flappers and stuff. And I just really didn't want that to happen for obvious reasons. Yeah, and then I had a warmer day with a lot of wind. So much wind that I had to like put a rock on the crash pad so it wouldn't blow away. So that kept my skin dry, but then the warmth removed some of that pain and some of that apprehension. And it was just super interesting how that worked out. But yeah, that one back then took me quite a few, I think 4 sessions, which, you know, over a decade later, 4 sessions maybe isn't that crazy, but at the time I was doing most things in 2. So 4 was like, whoa, this is hard, especially on just one move. Because I don't think I ever had an issue with the first 2, like getting settled on this. It was always just that. Cool, that was really fun. Felt fun to do. Let's go see what else we can get on. Okay, so this one's gonna be the real test. This is Indolence, and it's V7, but I'm gonna talk about that more in a minute. Starts down here, way down here in this hole, matched, and then it moves up to this big, fat, in-cut crimp. It's a super nice hold. You can come out to this one if you want. You've also got that, and you can jump into this jug, and it's a jug. But then the real business starts. You get this with your left hand, this slopey crimp. Thing's bad. And then you bump on that, and that, and that. Triple bump. And then you go up to that horn there with your left hand, and then it's over. So this is one back in the day I thought was really hard. I think I had done Israel Direct and the Swan. So this might have been the 3rd V7. I don't know, there might have been another one in there that I'm forgetting about, but yeah, this one took me quite a while to where I was thinking like, man, this thing's V8. And I don't know, maybe it is, probably not. Enough people have called it V7 that it's most likely not any harder than that. But man, this one really put me through it back then. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes today, especially because it's not the coldest day, so that left hand might not feel that great. But I'm also a lot better now than I was back then, especially at like dealing with subpar temps. So we will find out. Nonetheless, I'm excited to see how it feels, and I think it'll paint a really good picture of where I'm at, having the Swan in there and Spectro, you know, those 2 steep, powerful roof type things, to something like this that, you know, is maybe 45 or 50 to begin with, and then, you know, really knocks back to almost vertical, but not quite. Really hard to measure because it's round and gradual, but yeah, just a different style. Yep, I do remember the start being kind of weird. I just can't remember what I did. Okay, good. Whoa. Wow, that thing is bad. Oh man, okay. Whew. Yeah, it's definitely slipping on this left hand here. So, and then I couldn't see the second one. I wasn't sure if that was it or not, which was a common thing back in the day too. It's just like seeing those crimps up there was really hard. Oh, that's not even enough. Dang, how high up there is it? There we go. That should be enough, hopefully. I need to feel it. Oh, I think that's better. This is slopey. This has a little bite to it. And I wish I could get up to that one, but I think, there, that. All I want to do is be able to see it. Okay, that was really good. Yep, far out there on the good spot. Also, moving quick, being able to see them really helps you move quick. So yeah, that makes a big difference. Okay, so I just watched my beta video from when I first did this, and there's a hold out left that I grab, a hold, it's not much of a hold. And then I don't get my foot here like I just tried, I get it here. So I'm gonna remember that, and I'm gonna see if I can chalk that up. It is quite up there. But yeah, after you get that, get the foot up, pause on that, and then go to the horn. Oh God. Okay. Whew. Huh. I was having a hard time getting my weight on this. Okay, so I have some liquid chalk that's, I think it's gonna make a big difference. This is the alcohol-free secret stuff from Friction Labs. And that stuff, I don't know what's in it, but man, it sticks to your hands for a long time. So the only thing that sucks about the alcohol-free one is it just takes forever to dry. You don't even need the first one. Whew, wow. There we go. Okay, good. I think I figured it out. Hold the tension in the heel for longer than you think you need to. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, I rested. I liquid chalked. I regular chalked. Cleaned the shoes even. I'm good to go. About as ready as I'm ever going to be. So let's see what we got. Damn it! Man, I don't know what happened. How well you can see it, but it's just slicing me up. Just felt like I was rolling off of it. Okay, so while I was resting, I stacked the pads up and felt those top holds again. And I think, I can't say I was grabbing that top right one in the wrong spot, but I was grabbing it in the sharpest spot. So I found a spot that's like an inch over. It seems much more comfortable, and it might get me a little bit more time on it with the way my skin is, because right now it feels like I grab it and it's kind of sharp and my skin's just peeling. So it's the equivalent of like sliding off of it. Where if I could stop that, I feel like I could get decent friction if it wasn't so sharp and just peeling my skin off. So I really want to pull this one off. I think that would be a great day. I guess either way, it tells me where I'm at, but man, if I could do this one, that would be really nice. It's already been a good day, so this is kind of icing on the cake, but we all know icing's the best part. Okay, that's crazy. Okay, that's crazy. But I got it. And we're just doing the hard way. Not graceful. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, you can't see, but I have no chalk on my hands. That was wild. That was a really crazy one. Man, I really wanted it that time. I got that hold and it was more comfortable. It was a little weird because I'm used to getting the thumb on it and the thumb was further away, but it worked. And then yeah, that jump to the horn. See, this is weird to me. I've never known if this hole is on or off or if it even matters. Because like, I think, so I like matching the crimp and going up, but I think some people, they go out to here. And if you can go out to here and come over, then certainly you could go out to here. I just don't think it helps you down low. Yeah, I don't know, like even if you grab this, I don't think you could really do anything right-handed very well. You can't really undercling that. So I don't know, and I only used it for my foot. And really when I do it and my feet stay on, my left foot's here, and I cross my right foot up to like here, so I'm like flirting with it. So I don't know. Back when I first did it, I specifically didn't want to use that hole at all. But for today, just repeating it, I guess it's okay. And I just don't know if I could do it again and do it better. Like, I'd really rather my feet not cut at all. I'm a little bummed about that, but at the same time, I'm happy I got it done. So, okay, so I've been sitting around watching some beta videos of people. I just wanted to see how many people use that hole. Some kind of do, some kind of don't. A lot of people use the hold on the outside of it. I don't know that it really matters all that much, but I think I'm just not that happy with that send, not that satisfied with it. So I am gonna try to do it again. And while I was watching some beta videos, I noticed some differences. So I've been heel hooking out here, and most people are heel hooking in here. That might make a difference. And then when they get that top right crimp to get to the left thing, they just back flag and then grab it and then get the left foot up. Maybe that'll make a difference. So I'm gonna start here again and just mess with that and see if it's actually any better. Whew, I am pretty beat though. This is gonna be really interesting to see how this goes. But I feel like I gotta try. I have a hard time walking away when it's just not quite what you want. Oh. Well, that didn't work. The heel felt locked in though. It is cooling down now, which makes this thing feel a lot better. No, I don't like it. I don't know if it's the left foot or what, but it's not working for me so well. Farther heel, but back flag. And then I saw one guy grab a hold in between the left hand and the horn. There's like something. I don't know if there's anything to that, but I don't know, maybe that would help. We're just gonna keep it in mind. I feel too far away to do that. But boy, it cooled down. This thing feels way better. I wonder if I could just stick with my regular original beta and just do it better. Okay, so honestly, I think that my beta is fine. I think I just had a wild go that time, and I think part of that was because it was a little warmer and my skin was not making super good frictionless contact with the rock. So I felt rushed and had to, get through it. So rather than spending all my energy trying to find a better way to do the top, I'm just gonna go from the bottom again and see if I can do it better. And if I can, cool, I'll be stoked. If I can't, well, then that's how the day went and I still did it. So no harm, no foul. Well, there's the back flag, I guess. Why did I try to cut feet? Oh man, that was dumb. I couldn't see this, so I was going for this. Oh well, we can try it again. That friction feels way better. Okay, all I have to do is just play it smart at the top. I need to do the back flag and take my time to find the foot, or I need to just get the foot on first and then hold the tension. One of the two. Dang. Dang it, man, what the heck? This is frustrating now. Okay, I don't think the back flag works because even with this ridiculous tick mark that I'm gonna brush off, I could not see this hold after getting that. Where when my left hand's down here, I can. All right, well. Okay, so I just rested for a good bit and it got even colder, which is really nice. And I don't know if you can tell, but sunset's kicking in and the light's really pretty. So it's getting dark. I don't have a whole lot of tries. I might only have this one. I don't want to think about that though. So let's see if I can pull this off just to clean it up, you know? That's all I want to do. I already did it. I just want to do it a little cleaner. Yes. That's what I wanted. Much better than what I did before. Oh, in every way. Sick. Well, I had planned to do a little time-lapse hike out sort of thing to wrap up this video, but by the time I got done with Indolence, it was just too dark and couldn't make it happen. Overall, I thought the day went really well. I was pretty stoked, I think after the Swan, certainly after Spectro. And then, yeah, that first send on Indolence was a bit of a mixed bag. Sometimes I just really like to do things well and be a bit of a perfectionist about it. Other times I can let some sloppiness slide, but on that one, it just really wanted to do it nice. I thought that the style mattered. And luckily, got it done just in the nick of time. Like, that was the last attempt for that day. And that was kind of cool to do it up against the wire and at sunset with the light all cool like that. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.